Nate, I found one. Found one.
Oh. Hey, Dan. Is that you, Danielle? Scaring me.
Just kidding, it's me.
Oh, phew.
You know it is that time of the year, Nate.
It is. And speaking of which, we would like to carve pumpkins for our paisley pointer and give some tips. We already picked up our pumpkins at the patch. So, what do you have for us?
Okay, well we have an all-in-one pumpkin carving kit
Oh, perfect.
and some candles to illuminate your pumpkins.
Alrighty. Say we don't want to get our hands messy. Are there any alternatives to carving?
There is. You can use paint,
Oh, just like elementary school.
the good old days,
They are.
with some foam paint brushes,
Okay.
ribbon, and sticky foam paper.
I'm assuming Stephanie knows what we're doing with this.
Why, yes, she does.
Okay, good. So what do I do?
Okay, your total comes to $14.35.
Okay. So it's that time of year you're going to be carving pumpkins. How do you choose the perfect one? Well, if you already have a pattern in mind, make sure you pick a shape that will fit that pattern. To check to see if you have a healthy pumpkin, look at the stem. Make sure there's still a little color in it and that it's thick, it's not broken or anything like that. You can also feel for bruising and soft spots. Make sure there's no discolorations. For displaying purposes, make sure there's a flat bottom so it doesn't roll away. And the last thing you can do is pick it up and slosh it around. If you feel it jiggling inside, it's a good indication that the pumpkin might be getting old. So if all of those check out, then you found a good pumpkin. Okay, let's get carving. Start with the lid. You will want to cut at an angle so the lid does not slip into the pumpkin. Also make a lid large enough to fit your arm in to get the guts out. Chop the strings and seeds from the lid. Then dig out all those seeds, but don't forget to save them for roasting later. Next, take your scraping tool and get all the remaining guts and flesh out until it is smooth and the walls are about 1 inch thick. When it comes to design, you can use a pattern or freehand it. I'm going to use this owl stencil while Steph has chosen to freehand it. We got this tool in our kit and comes in handy for transferring the pattern to the pumpkin. You can also use thumbtacks, just punch holes into the pumpkin following the pattern. Next, start sawing away, and you really do want to saw back and forth instead of trying to cut the pumpkin. This will help you stay on track. Carefully remove the cutout segments. For intricate work, you want to cut the segments out into small chunks to avoid damage to detail. And Steph is going to finish up with some acrylic paint. When it comes to extending the life of your pumpkin, its enemies are bacteria and water loss. So, you can add a capful of bleach into cold water and soak your pumpkin in it for about a half hour. This will fight bacteria. And you can apply petroleum jelly to the exposed cut areas to help lock in moisture. Here are our finished pumpkins. Now if you want to roast your seeds, start by cleaning them. Remove all of the guts and strings from the pumpkin and rinse the seeds. Add a couple tablespoons of oil, then spread evenly on a baking sheet so they are all in one layer. Then sprinkle with salt and pop into an oven at 325 degrees for about 20 minutes. When they start to turn golden brown, they are done.
Painting is another fun option. Paint the small pumpkin black. Cut out bat wings, ears, and eyes with sticky foam paper. With the help of some skewers and toothpicks, you'll have a not-so-scary battle lantern in no time. A fun trick or tool you can use is an apple core. It makes the perfect circle. You can also use a drill with a large bit. Then place some small Christmas lights through each hole and plug it in. A nice centerpiece can be made with mini pumpkins and squash. Tie a Halloween ribbon around each one. You can also clean out a pumpkin. Paint it black. Once it dries, scrape off the paint in a design. Fill it with water and flowers and voila, you have a pumpkin base.
Well, I sure had fun, even though I wish I had kids so I could blame this on them. It didn't turn out quite as good as I thought. But.
Nate, it's fantastic. I love Halloween because you get to do so many creative things with pumpkins. So have fun out there. We hope you enjoyed this paisley pointer. Happy Halloween.
See ya.